Where'd the pin go? I had this pinned up. Oh, there it is. Woof. All right. Set destruction. All right. Schozophronio. Episode 3 or something, I think. Not really exactly sure what number. But doing things a little different. I have a video thing going on. I don't know how I feel about it, because now I'm recording myself and like filming myself in my closet. Which, if I were to tell people that I do that in my free time, wouldn't go over well. Wouldn't go over well. But there is some construction going on outside, so there might be some noise. They already did the jackhammering. we have like this like underground leak or something with water shit. So the water's off now. So if I were to try to use the water, I won't be able to. So if this coffee makes me shit, I'm shit out of luck, because then it's just going to sit there in the water until they're done working. And that is, why am I talking about stagnant shit in a toilet? That is so gross. I always bring shit up it seems like in every episode of, or whatever, every recording, I talk about shit. Is that bad? Should I not do that? Is that like immature? I'm not sure. But whatever. We all do it. We all can relate, I guess. So, speaking of shit, last time I recorded, it was a Schoz on the go, little Eppie. And I was driving in Anaheim on Catella, and there's a place called Tacos y Pupusas. And so I had some, I was re-listening to that this morning, actually. Like, my microphone rubs up against my scruff here, like, a lot. So it's a lot of scratching. But it still comes through, nonetheless. The tacos y pupusas thing, I was listening to it. I searched what pupusas were, what a pupusa is, what pupusas are. And they are, it is a like stuffed, it's like a thick corn tortilla stuffed dish with like a savory filling. So it's like meat. I'm doing air quotes, by the way. Meat, cheese, fish, or like veggies, beans, that kind of food stuff. And it's served with a curtido. Curtido, Curtido, which is a spicy coleslaw. Yes, I'm talking about spicy coleslaw on this. So that's what and served with tomato salsa as well. Of course, you could guess that. Always an option. So yeah, pupusas. A little stuffed corn tortilla pancake, if you will. Which would probably be really good, but also leave you with poo-poo sauce of your own. So yeah, I mean, if you live in the Southern California area and are in the Anaheim area, you can make your way to Tacos y Pupusas. It's right by the hair salon and Easy Nutrition, if I can recall. But, I might just do that. I was going to say for shits, but obviously for shits, I might just do that. And I might like document the whole thing. I think I will. The next time I go to Disneyland, because I'm a pass holder, so I've gone, I'll at least go once a week to Disneyland. But the next time I'm in that area, I'll do it. I'll document the whole thing. Maybe post some photos of pupusas so we can all, we can all have that experience together. I think I'll do that. And what I won't document is the actual poo-poo sauce. I just like saying poo-poo sauce. That's why okay. Yeah, so that's that. That brings you up to date on the poo-poo sauce situation. So if we go back to that could be added to the list. I have this this list going. Podcast for the deaf. Actually, the video came out before the podcast for the deaf. So they have a visual. They do. The deaf. They have a visual thing going on. And if I was going to say if they're good deaf people, that is, yeah. I'm just going to move on. If they're good deaf people, power through, they could read lips. Good deaf people can read lips. It still sounds rude. But so they might not even need subtitles if I'm pronouncing every I had this little granola bar thing, and it's got stuff like nuts and oats and stuff coming out of the woodworks here. They could read lips. So it might be a little confusing if I move my mouth a lot and they won't be able to catch it. So rude. But yeah, the podcast for the deaf will come out soon. ASAP. As soon as possible. But yeah, visual, I think, was on the list, like a video thing. I did make an Instagram, but there's nothing on it yet. Because this isn't even going up. I don't know the capacity of where I'm at. I'm getting behind the microphone and talking. I just haven't put them all in a thing. They're on my Google Drive, but not for people to listen to. Which will change soon, and there's going to be some weird backlog situation. So there's going to be a lot of initial content, which is going to be I feel like it's going to be you listen to it all, or you listen to one and then you throw it out the window. Which I don't care, because I'm going to make stuff anyways. Yeah. So a new segment by popular demand. One person, and that's me. So by popular demand, dinosaur of the day, and I thought of it. I was poking around on the internets, on the Google machine, and came across this site called it's thoughtco.com, but it lists a bunch of dinosaurs. The amount of dinosaurs that start with the letter A blows my mind. At least on this list. I don't know if this list is legitimate. But you try to list 5 dinosaurs. And I bet that's all you get. 5, 6, maybe 7 if you grew up with some toys. If you read Jurassic Park, maybe you recall some. But I only came up with like 6 when I tried, and the amount of dinosaurs that start with the letter A alone, no way. And this first initial segment of Dinosaur of the Day is it's gonna be full of comments like, really? Like, dinosaurs existed so long ago, and then all this stuff is like literally dug up about them, and then it's like, okay. That's it. Like, so these facts about this dinosaur, okay. That's all, dude. So, all right, so I was looking up, I was going through the list of the ones with the start with the letter A, and because, I just read about Mexican food, I came across Albertosaurus. Actual dinosaur. Allegedly actual dinosaur. Albertosaurus. So some facts about the Albertosaurus. Dinosaur of the day, Albertosaurus. Gracias, Alberto, for being the best saurus you can be. It may not be, okay, again, thoughtco.com is where I'm going to, this is where all this shit's going to come from. Just because it's a list and it's tangible, it's right here. I know how it works. I've, bounced around enough. I understand it. This is what it's going to be. May not be as popular as the T-Rex, but thanks to its extensive fossil record, Albertosaurus is by far the world's best attested tyrannosaur. There's going to be a lot of words that I read that I'm just going to glaze over because I don't know what it means. But it's in dinosaur lingo, so if you do know, if you know, you know. If you don't, you know. Whatever. You know. Albertosaurus was discovered in Canada's Alberta province. So that makes sense. It's not an Albertosaurus, though. It's Albertosaurus. So, I don't know what that's about. Apparently there's also an Albertoceratops, Albertodromeus, a pint-sized ornithopod, of course. We all know our ornithopods. And this one's just a pint-sized Albertodromeus. In the small feathered theropod, Albertonicus. I don't know, dude. It was less than half the size of the T-Rex, the Albertosaurus. Full-grown Albertosaurus measured 30 feet from head to tail and weighed about 2 tons. Compared to the T-Rex, which we can only relate to all of this through the eyes of what we saw on the big screen of Jurassic Park. That's all I have on dinosaurs in terms of visuals. Besides Google Images is Jurassic Park. So that scale, the whole scale thing of dinosaurs with them leaning huge on that understanding. The T-Rex, 40 feet long, head to tail, and weighed about 7 to 8 tons, which is massive. Albertosaurus may have been the same dinosaur as the Gorgosaurus. What is that, dude? What is that? This dinosaur may have been the same as this one. So, I don't know. Albertosaurus grew most rapidly during its teenage years. Also, Albertosaurus may have lived and hunted in packs. Again. So, not only could this dinosaur it could be a different dinosaur, it also could have lived and hunted in packs. I don't know. It preyed on duck-billed dinos. So there's a visual for those who are watching. This Donald Duckosaurus getting attacked by Albert there. That's kind of cool. I don't know. There is only one named Albertosaurus species. Very good. Could be another dinosaur though. So, it says, by the way, Albertosaurus was named by Henry Fairfield Osborn, the same American fossil hunter, who gave the world T-Rex. So Tyrannosaurus Rex. So Henry Fairfield Osborn. Now you know who named the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Also named the Albertosaurus, which is half the size of the T-Rex. Learning here. What a day. Most Albertosaurus specimens have been recovered from the dry island bone bed. Ooh, bone bed. That's cool. It's in Alberta, containing the remains of at least 9 Albertosaurus individuals. Wow. It was ignored for 75 years until specialists from Alberta's Royal Tyrrell Museum revisited the site and resumed excavation, turning up a dozen additional Albertosaurus specimens and over 1,000 scattered bones. Albertosaurus juveniles are extremely rare. Aren't dinosaur bones extremely rare? Like any dinosaur bones? Wouldn't they be rare? They may be. It could be another dinosaur. Who knows if Gorgosaurus is being confused with Albertosaurus? I never thought I would build a sentence that way. Did you know the Albertosaurus may be the same dinosaur as the Gorgosaurus? Maybe. I don't know. Well, if you think about it. I mean, if you really think about it. Albertosaurus, last one, and then I'll end this train wreck. Albertosaurus has been studied by a who's who's list of paleontologists. So that's like a who's who, right? It's like pertaining to famous people in terms of, in this case, paleontologists. So like Henry Fairfield Osborn, who discovered the Tyrannosaurus Rex. He named the Tyrannosaurus. Also, Lawrence Lambie, who lent his name to the duck-billed dinosaur Lambiosaurus. We're just learning dinosaurs. Names. Trivia. Edward Drinker Cope and Othniel C. Marsh also studied the Albertosaurus. And the latter two, those two, Drinker Cope and Othniel C. Marsh, were the antagonists in the famous 19th century Bone Wars. The Bone Wars? The famous 19th century wars, the Bone Wars, Gosh, that sounds like a bad Saturday night, dude. So now you know about the Albertosaurus. Also the Lambiosaurus. I'm basically just doing this to build the list of dinosaurs I know. Because that useless I was going to say useful. I meant the opposite of that. That useless information could be useless sometime. And it may, I mean, just like dinosaurs, it may be, may not be. I don't know. A lot about dinosaurs, I feel like, is like this. Like shoulders up. It may be, I mean, this, as far as I know, this Albertosaurus kind of looks like a Gorgosaurus to me. I mean, I don't know. That's just, it's too funny for me right now. I can't. I wish I had. See, that's the thing with this. It's just me. And all I have is this like lens here. I can't like look at someone and laugh. And I'm in my closet. And my closet on the outside has a mirror. So usually if I'm like watching TV or like watching something, I can like lean back in my chair when I'm watching it and like look at the mirror, see myself and like, and then like talk to myself. I'm a very lonely person. I am so lonely. But I don't have any mirror here, or like, if the chubbiest chance, the fattest chance you're watching this and you've gone this far into it, I would like to laugh with you, but it's still weird because I don't know who you are. It could be me watching and I'm like, Chad, shut up about this, move on, which in that case I will. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is episode 3 or something. I don't know how many episodes I'm going to actually record this way. Because I feel like it's just a little awkward for me. I don't really like watching myself. And I literally have like this phone, like this cord is my iPhone, my backup. Like I have Verizon iPhone. My T-Mobile phone is plugged in and the flash is on for the light in my closet. So that's the production we're working with here. So not the biggest, best production. I do like that I have the Snuggie Pocket for my phone and such. But yeah, in terms of production, this is not, I don't think this is video worthy. So it might just be like very seldom used. But some visual every now and then is probably good. Even though it's just my Dustin Brown jersey and my Snuggie. It's still like something to watch, which is always appreciated, but it's not going to have any, I'm not going to edit this video at all. I don't have that kind of skill set. I don't have that, I'll just straight up say time. I don't have that kind of thing. And I don't like know people that like, hey, you want to listen to this piece of shit podcast and then like edit some shit in it and around it and about it? No, I'm not going to put that on anybody. I wouldn't put that on anybody. So I don't know how many of these things are going to be actually filmed. But this one is trying it out. And yeah, it's probably, I mean, I don't know. The production will get a little better. Lighting will get a little better. Maybe if I have a little time, I'll like do something to, improve this area or something. But this is working right now. This video is actually, I don't know if I mentioned it, but since this stuff is on the list, this camera is what I usually use for like video game streaming. It's held up on 2 push pins in the corner of my closet and a coaster. So coaster obsession is still there. It's a nice solid coaster. It's like a tile. It's like a little tile with like cork under it, solid. Good weight to it. And the stone is like porous. So as your drink sweats, the stone coaster itself soaks up the condensation. It's a great. I really like those coasters. Really dug into that coaster info there. Not sure how attractive or obnoxious that is, but whatever. But yeah, this is a little different. I don't know how I'm going to end this because I don't think I can edit this video. I don't really have video editing stuff. So when I step out of this closet, there's going to be a little delay, and I'm going to like climb over my bed and then click stop recording. That will all be in this video and this audio because I don't know how to edit it out. So that's the little rough cut, but aren't we all a little rough cut? I think I have to work soon, so I'm gonna call it a day. And that's that. So episode 3, you got the dino of the day, Albertosaurus, and you know what pupusas are now. And I'll eventually partake in that, and that will be documented again if it's a video, unedited. So yeah. Do have an Instagram, Schozophronio, just Schozophronio, because that is obscure. So it was open for the taking. And I'll start posting stuff as I start posting stuff. So it's all going to like be flooded at once, kinda, which is unfortunate, but a lot of content at once is not a bad thing. If you have a lot of time, you can listen to all this shit and stuff. So whatever. But yeah, that's episode 3, and now I'm gonna go. All right, have a good what is it, Wednesday? Yeah, have a good Wednesday, and we'll catch you next time on Schozophronio. Goodbye.